I have a confession to make. I'm a seasoned nurse snob. I have a confession to make. I am a seasoned nurse snob. Yes. Pretty sure you know what a snob is. A snob is someone who is a know-it-all, someone who has been there, someone who has done that, someone who is a little on the snooty side to all of those who don't know what they know or have experienced what they have experienced. And some snobs have been known to be very standoffish, flippant, and downright rude to new people or to individuals that are not as well versed as they are, who have not experienced what they have experienced. That is a snob. A seasoned nurse snob, or any nurse snob for that matter, is a nurse who is an to other nurses who don't know what they know, who have not experienced what they have experienced. And in fact, when this different nurse, newer nurse, or other nurse asks a question or does something that the snob has been there and done that, the snob will often look at the other nurse like, hello? Yeah, that's obvious, isn't it? When it's really not obvious to the other nurse. Seasoned nurse snobs have a horrible tendency to treat new nurses, new grads, and inexperienced nurses like idiots, like dum-dums, like they didn't earn their spot where they're standing. They look at them and treat them as if, I mean, seriously? Hello? Everybody knows that. When the seasoned nurse snob fails to remember, because they've been doing it so long, that somewhere along the line, somebody taught them. Somebody showed them. At some point during the seasoned nurse's snob career, they were the inexperienced nurse. They were the nurse that didn't know what to do. They were the nurse that asked the questions to the seasoned nurse above them that they were trying to learn from. I'm sorry. I have my confession is a little watered down because I used to be a really bad seasoned nurse snob, and I thought I was getting better. I was kindly reminded by a fellow coworker and strong, awesome bedside nurse that I need to recognize when other new nurses accomplish small goals. We as seasoned nurses have a rough time with understanding or dialing back our brains, dialing back our experience. What we consider to be common knowledge, reflexive, and just plain old obvious is not to this new nurse, to the new grad, to the student nurse, to anyone who is not you. I strive every day to remind myself that somebody else taught me. Unfortunately, I have moments of weakness, and I become the seasoned nurse snob, and I apologize. I have a tendency to forget that I have been doing this a tad bit longer than most. Probably 75% of the people that I work with when it comes to nurses, both bedside nurses and nurse practitioners, I have 75% of the colleagues that I have twice the amount of nursing experience or more. A very small percentage have the level of experience I have or have more and put me to shame. Regardless, we all get along, we all have a great time, and we all get the job done. But I fail sometimes at being the teacher. And this is my reminder to all seasoned nurses out there to not be me. Don't be the seasoned snob. Pay attention to what those who have less experience than you are doing and congratulate them on their small wins. Show them what they're doing right. Fist bump, high five, and congratulate them on taking the next step in the evolution of their career. Something as small as catching an abnormal lab value. Wow. Once again, we assumed that this is common knowledge for many people. There are others out there, including myself. When I first started, my critical thinking skills were not up to snuff. They kind of were in the toilet. And it took a while for me to connect the dots. It took some very good teachers to help me connect the dots. And now it's my turn to help others connect the dots. It is everyone's job out there. Doesn't matter what level nurse you are. I don't care if today was your first day on the job. You have more experience than the student nurses who are still in school. You have more experience than the pre-nursing students who are interested in going to school. Everybody can teach somebody else. And I challenge you as a professional and as a nurse who is interested in strengthening our community, growing our profession, and turning everybody into nurses that we know they all can be, is to not be the seasoned nurse snob. To pay attention to everyone's learning process and participate in it. Take advantage of every opportunity to congratulate someone and teach them the next step. It's our jobs as nurses to grow and to engage with our fellow colleagues, because it not only makes them better, but it makes you better, and that makes us better. And when we're better, we deliver better care to our patients. And I don't know about you, I kind of like saving lives. When's the last time you either encountered a seasoned nurse snob or you were the snob? Let the tribe know that maybe I'm not the only one who has slipped up a time or two, and that it's absolutely okay to slip up. But it's our job to strive, to continue to not be the snob. When's the last time you encountered a snob? When's the last time you recognized you were being the snob? And what did you do about it? Leave your comment down below. You know your comments are my caffeine. Share the vlog and pass it on. And as always, check your own pulse first.